Let's turn this down a little and bring this up a little. Hello everybody and welcome back to Soul Reaver Remastered. And today we are going to be fighting Kain for the first time, and also picking up some health pickups, and finally ending the video with our initial trek through the first half of the Silenced Cathedral. Now, of course, you're probably very curious what this means. Well, this means we're not going to be fighting Zephon today, but we are going to be having a little bit of fun, because next episode we're going to be getting some glyphs. More than a few. Okay. Let's see. Last episode, if you recall how it ended, we obliterated the Doomahim that were blocking the way with the Force Glyph. So, basically, the way you're actually able to do this... Let's see, can we pick this up? Yes, we can. Whoop. Whoop. Souls don't have very good pathfinding, unfortunately. That hasn't really changed much since the original. And we're not going to be spending very long in the physical either if we want to get through these gates up ahead, so let's go ahead and just do that part now and get it over with. Now, of course, there is a trophy for basically winning against Kain without taking a hit. It's basically a perfection trophy, so if we cannot get it on this try, we won't be able to get it on screen. We'll have to do it off screen. I know, this is kind of a slippery slope, but unfortunately, it's a trophy that you can only get once a playthrough, which is honestly kind of stupid to me. I don't know what exactly they were thinking when they did that, but hopefully they're able to sort that out. Alright, let's say hi to our old boss.
Kain, the abyss has been unkind. I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right. What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
Okay, here we go.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
Got him. And we couldn't get him. Ugh, freak. Well, there goes the trophy and the entire run, so we're just gonna have to... So we just gotta take him out and just move on. Luckily, we only have one hit left. Unfortunately, the problem is that... Nope. Ugh. Crap, we're not fast enough. This is kind of the issue, like, this is the big issue with this fight is, well, is he doesn't really move necessarily. Got him, finally. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to do the trophy off screen because, yeah, basically that one cannot be done for the rest of this run. So we gotta move on.
The fate is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
Great, now I'm gonna have to create a whole new save file and do that entire first video over again just so I can beat him, just so I can get the trophy.
I saw a glint of satisfaction in
Honestly,
Kain's eye when
not
the Soul Reaver was
the
destroyed.
fight that should have been kept.
I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
Oh, buddy, really shouldn't grab that so much.
And ever afterward, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver and Reaver of Souls, your destinies are intertwined. By destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form, a radiant blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade.
Okay, well, at least we got the trophy for making it through the fight, but that's not the trophy we actually needed to get for completion. There's a lot of dialogue
What
here.
are you, little soul? Another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound spectre.
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same? Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Kain refused the sacrifice. The Pillar of Balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return here when you have need. Ariel remembers what others have forgotten.
Okay, so basically I know this would be a very short episode if this is all we did. So we're going to be spending the rest of the episode gathering a couple more collectibles because now that we have the Soul Reaver, there are some areas we can go to get them. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. But first, this.
Far in the eastern mountains, a stifled titan stands in mute surrender, unwilling host to a parasitic swarm.
Okay, so this will restore your health, and this will restore your magic. And since we only have one spell right now, it hardly matters. Okay. Now, I could do the force projectile this episode, but the problem with that, I'm pretty sure you have to learn to climb, so that's not going to work. Maybe. I honestly don't know. But yeah, basically that first fight with Kain, I think even the honestly, I don't know if that should have been a trophy. That fight is way too RNG for that, and frankly, that trophy could be bugged in the long term, especially for those who are just getting into this game. Though I know it is to re-incentivize playing through it, but I don't know. That just seems like kind of a cheap move to make that a flawless, especially given the difficulty with it. 1, 2, and force.
Your brother Zephon's keep lies far to the east, beyond the ruins that greeted your first exit from the underworld. He and his brood have cocooned themselves in a derelict cathedral, having murdered its human guardians.
Okay. Let's see. So, to fight with the Soul Reaver is honestly at least easier because you're more or less... because you have a weapon by default now, and frankly... Is it weird that I prefer this to the regular hand-to-hand? Absolutely, but this is just way less of a headache to use. I'm sorry, but the existing weapons are kind of, well, they're slow. Okay, so the first place we're going to be stopping off is at the portal, because there is an area we can get to there, and we don't necessarily need to learn to be swimming to get to it. And yeah, definitely splitting hairs doing this early, but oh well. So we're not going into Duma. Oh hell no, that is way too risky. And we need to upgrade our health before we proceed further. And this is one thing I will never understand. Like, what's the point of making them run? It just makes it take longer. Okay. Alright, let's see here. So the human citadel was meant to be part of a larger complex in the past, but due to a variety of development issues, they had to pull out of the idea. The original Undercity would have been located within this city, and you would have had to swim to it in order to access it. Cool. the human citadel in itself houses a few powers, houses a few health upgrades, and the water glyph, which we will not be able to do this episode on account of how you have to get to it. Alright.
The human citadel, its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay.
Of course, they hadn't really accounted for Raziel's ability to fly, so...
Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
Okay. So, the health upgrades that we're going to be getting in here, most of them are pretty much accessible without the need for climbing. I believe there's one you have to get with it, but that's a little later down the line. Okay. That's a very easy trophy, don't be afraid. Basically, to get that trophy, just don't kill any humans. Very simple. And that's literally the entire trophy in a nutshell. It's not very difficult at all. Oops. And don't be... Oh, yes, and be very careful not to accidentally smack one when you're opening a door. I think I did that once. Yeah, that wasn't fun. And the water glyph is underneath this bridge. Anyways. Okay, no, it wasn't. Oh, wait, no, here it is. So, basically, when you learn to swim underwater, if you break this grate here underneath this bridge, you'll be able to swim to the water glyph to access it. And while we will be looking into that after Rahab, that's just something important to remember. So, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and hop back up here. We're going to shift back into the material world, and we're going to hop right to... And we're going to get right to the next area. I think her animation's frozen. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so, anyway. It's hilarious that they're just, like, that they're just sitting there praising you, like, they don't even see you right there. It's just kind of funny when they open the door and you have that visual, like, praise Raziel! You're blocking the doorway, please move. Okay. Now, there is also a gate. There is also a gate that you need to access. And we just went in a circle. Okay. Let's, I think we should probably need to... Sorry. That was my fault. I wasn't paying much attention. Yeah, you have that climbing wall up there. That just leads to an eldritch energy, but... Yeah, honestly, that was, I think, supposed to be something else at some point. Whee! Getting a little mixed up. Trying to remember where I'm going. It's been forever since I've been here. Okay, so our first health upgrade is in here. I know it looks really sketchy, but it is. And once the water drains, we'll be able to safely get inside to actually get to it. Now, a little fun fact here, way back when this game was in development, this would have been where you would get to the Water Forge, I believe. But, all of the, as you already know, the elemental forges were cut in development, and while you can access them... Oop. And while you can access them, well, that's about all you can really do. And 1, and 2, and 3, and push, push, push. Oh, that wrong button. Alright. 1, 2. Let's see, we got our second viewer. Is that you? Is that you, Huey? Okay. Now, we need one more thing. I think, are we out of blocks? Oh no, I know what we can do. We can just flip this one up. 1, 2, and pull. And push on through. Shifting in would be really nice right about now. And welcome to the cut water glyph, or cut water reaver location. Once you flip this switch, you will gain access to a health upgrade that is sitting on top of a fountain. And just like that, our spiral has been upgraded. Honestly, I kind of expected them to put a little animation in to show that growing a little bit, but no, well. No, I can see from my phone that it did grow, but it's such a blink and you'll miss it that it's not, honestly, it takes all the fun out of it. Well then. Between the zones, looks like we have shifted 10 times, or I shifted a little more than that. I don't know, we'll go and look in the trophy list here in a minute. Alrighty. And also, once the day and night cycle kicks in, you will notice that it's gotten suddenly pretty dark. But don't worry, this isn't an issue with the game. This is actually part of the game's design, believe it or not. Now, yeah, I wish we had a little more control over the cycle, but it is what it is. Okay, now I believe there's a little gated area over here. I don't know if this will take us in a circle or not, but I think there's something over here. I want to say this is our warp gate. Maybe. If not, then I guess you'll let me hear out. I guess you can roast me in the comments about it. But yeah, the day and night cycle has interesting. Makes it really dark. Makes it dark in game. So when it gets too dark, you can use the spectral realm to see where you're going. But I believe this... Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. Okay. So, for the time being, we're finished here. Once we have our swimming ability, we will come back here to pick up the water glyph and any remaining health pickups. Our next stop is in the Melchium realm, because there is a Soul Reaver trigger there. I'm not kidding. And it's actually not a health upgrade, it is a magic expansion. So just so you know, I believe I misspoke about that. I think I said it was a health upgrade when I got that one way off. Oh, great. I misstepped. Oh, for crying out loud. One, two. Alright, let's grab ourselves that Eldritch Magic upgrade. There are, I want to say, 5 of those in the game, in addition to the 15 health upgrade pieces, so we currently have 5 out of 10. So we have 10 more to go on that. And nice and lucky for us, we can just phase on through the gate. Oh, that is cool. He never saw that coming. Okay, so, anyways, that Eldritch Magic upgrade I was talking about is right here. Very slowly. And just jump on down the hole. You know, without accidentally. And then you just do the same thing again. Now, yes, any trophy cleanup is probably just going to be done off screen, just so you all know.
With this artifact, your glyph energy capacity is increased.
Okay, hang on a second. Alright, so now we have 6 magic, and we are going to very slowly start working our way to Zephon, as that was the last piece of the puzzle for this area. And since we've already got the Force Glyph, I believe that is it. There is a health power-up in Melchiah that we currently cannot get on account of the fact that you need to climb to access it. On the Force Glyph, there's nothing to pick up. In the Human Citadel, there are 2 other health pickups that we cannot currently access, in addition to an Eldritch Energy expansion. For the Necropolis, there's one more health pickup that I think that was the one that we had to climb for. Raziel's Stronghold. Raziel's Stronghold, health power-ups found. Apparently there's one of each in there, so that's something. And the health power-up for the Underworld exit is the one you have to climb for. There's nothing in the Underworld. Okay. Now then, we shall make haste to the pillars. And we'll go for our next trophy, which is opening the door to Zephon, to the Silenced Cathedral. Okay. Yeah, I know. This is pretty much just an exploration episode. We'll be getting into the heavy lifting, quite literally, next episode. And while as much as I would love to get the sound glyph this episode, unfortunately, we have to be able to climb to do it, so that's not gonna fly. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take a shortcut here, so that way we can just hop right back. Ow. Flashbang. Much. Of course, now that we have the Soul Reaver, our spectral recovery time is going to be a little bit faster now. So, with that in mind, we're just gonna go ahead and go back to the pillars and open the door to Zephon's Keep. Oh yeah, I should probably do this. I mean, we may have screwed up Kain, but the Soul Reaver will be very vital to our future, so... And, if you use the Force Glyph carefully, it can be used to daze if you angle it right. Okay, I think this sounds a little bit cleaner now. I hope that this will be... Now with the music not overbearing against the dialogue, I hope that'll make that work. And now, I will show you how quickly we can make the Su'a look like Swiss cheese. A fight that used to take like a few extra seconds is now over in 3 seconds. Alright, so, Zephon's Lair. This is definitely a weird one. Also, the health upgrade, in case you're curious, is right up there. We can't get to it right now because we can't climb yet. But anyways, as I was saying. So basically, Zephon's Lair is through here. All you need to do is face through this gate. Instantly solve that problem. Now, yeah, there is this little tunnel here, but this will lead to a health upgrade, but unfortunately, you cannot get... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, my bad. No, actually. This is a backdoor area to that upgrade, I think. if memory serve. Unfortunately, because we can't climb yet, we can't get to that yet. So we'll come back to it later, I promise. Okay. And over on this side of the moat, through this gate is the most powerful glyph in the game, the light glyph. However, you have more than a few prerequisites in order to actually get it. Primarily, one very big one. You need to be able to swim to access it. You have to be able to swim in order to get up to it, because the ledge is so high up, you cannot jump up there reasonably. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and move on. Whoop. And as you can see, that health upgrade is not accessible until you learn to climb anyway, so, you know, take whatever you can. Sometimes you just gotta take whatever you can from that unfortunate situation. Now, if you go through this area over here, if my memory isn't tricking me, there is a portal here. No, wait, no, that's our exit. Never mind. Okay. I know there was a portal here. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. So anyways, as I was saying, there's a warp gate here that you need to activate if you intend to fast travel back to this location. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Aspire decided to keep the antiquated save system that would make doing a refight of Kain, unfortunately, impossible. I'll be taking your soul. Yoink. And now we have to go back into the physical world. Try again. That, and we can't open that door unless we're in the physical world anyway, so yeah. Yoink. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this gate here first before we proceed. Because, frankly, I do not trust myself on this, and I really, really don't want to take chances. So, I think my cutoff for this episode, don't hurt the humans. Don't hurt the humans, and they won't hurt you. It's an unspoken game mechanic, believe it or not. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the first puzzle today. And, that will be our ending point. And that'll be our ending point for today's video, is completing that puzzle, because we are already at 40 minutes. That, and honestly, it's like, that, and, well, that's just kind of the way these things work out. Whee! I'm flying. I'm gliding like a fairy. Whee! Okay. In all seriousness, though. So, anyways, you have this little door here for the Soul Reaver. And it literally says the Reaver is the key, and so, yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. The real question is, how exactly did Zephon get in there? If that was the case. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Now, once we get to Now, once we remanifest into the physical world, we're going to have to contend with a couple of Zephonim over here. So, my suggestion is to have your force glyph ready so you can daze the first one. Now run now. And kaboom. Well, if you're fast enough, they won't be able to get a hit in on you, but those ones really give you a good idea how fast these little monsters can be in this territory. Alrighty, knock knock. Okay, and this is where the day-night cycle causes issues, because a lot of people have complained that it's very hard to see. So, my suggestion to you, hey Pony Brewery, welcome to the stream, is to shift into the material, into the physical, into the spectral realm. Is to shift into the spectral realm, so that way you can find your way around. Oops. I am very late, aren't I? Sorry about that. Hey, you're fine. You're fine. We just finished Kain. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the perfect trophy for beating him, because unfortunately we made the cardinal sin of getting hit because he decided to hide in a corner. But, yeah. It's all good. Okay. Now then. Hey. Okay. Back to Spectral. Unfortunately, this is the biggest issue with the day and night cycle, is you can't see a damn thing. So, that is not good. That is definitely a bad thing about this, and probably why it was cut, because you couldn't see it all. Like, how are you supposed to... Like, even with the Soul Reaver, you can still only barely see. And frankly, we don't know how long it lasts. Mostly because there's no control over it. Found out you can embed YouTube videos on DeviantArt, huh? That's fascinating. How'd you figure that out? Did I get it? Yes, we got it. Yay. Alright, let's go this way. Jump on here, land on that. Let's go over here, land on this. Up, up. Up, 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 up. And... oh. We have to be right on the deal. There's literally a button to do it. I felt dumb now. But hey, now I have a new tool. Yes, that's very nice. Alright. So, now that we're up top, we just need to work our way in. Very carefully. Hang on a second. I'm gonna grab something to throw at it. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Now then, we just gotta aim true, do our best Odysseus impression. Now both you and Dandy are playing spooky games in December. Odd timing. Yeah, well, that's just the way it worked out for me. There's not really much I can do about it. Alrighty.
Once a testament to mankind's defiance of Kain's empire, this towering cathedral now stood derelict. The humans who worshipped here, dead for centuries. Its architects conceived this tower as a holy weapon against the vampire menace, a colossal instrument of brass and stone. The cathedral's pipes, once tuned to blast a deadly hymn, now stood silent, and these vacant spaces whistled their impotence.
Okay, so spoiler alert here. That part of the cathedral was scrapped, and unfortunately wasn't included in the lost levels for whatever reason. I think this is because they probably haven't finished it yet, but I hope they do finish it and put it in. Mostly just to see how that would have worked. Because that ending, I feel like that ending would have been probably the greatest way to see how much you've learned as a player of the game. And I feel fairly confident in saying that it would have the biggest congregation of vampires in the entire game to that point. And of course, you would probably not be able to fight them all at once, so the safest thing you could probably do is just run and just kind of pray that you don't wind up dead. And if you fail, you'd probably wind up at an FMV scene of Razio getting ripped apart by like 20 of them at once or something, I don't know. And this, I am not kidding, I had to use save states just to do this on the Evercade, because this was a mess. No? Okay. I'm trying to remember how to sneak. Yes, because it's that easy to fall off of this. It's reminds me of Spyro all in the running. A little bit. Ooh, that was close. Oop. No. Okay, so up there, you can't get to without climbing, so we're not going to worry about it yet. And now, we're on to our first puzzle. Oh, and there's a lot of block puzzles in this level, just so you know. Okay, hang on, I messed this one up a little. We're not supposed to be in here yet. Gotta run, whoop! No. We'll need this area later, but for right now... Yeah, all the running. Okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, there's a lot of running in Soul Reaver. Okay, so this first one's not bad. Now, you have to trigger 2 of these to get the first windmill started. Oh, and also, oops. Make sure you save frequently. You do not want to be doing these over again. It sucks if you have to do that. It's not fun. It appears you're not registering as a viewer, Huey. Oop. 1, 2, phase. Uh-oh. One, kablam! Oh, great. How is that possible? I am definitely viewing it. Honestly, YouTube is a little sketchy right now. I don't know what their problem is. I don't know what their problem is, and I do not like it. I'm even watching via YouTube this time, huh? Well, that's confusing. Oh, dang it, we're too late. Where's the other guy? Oh, shit. Oh, crap, I did not plan to do that. Well. That's amazing. Okay, now where was I? Oh, yes, we gotta pull this out. 1, 2. Oh, okay, I was like, we must have shifted into those graphics by accident. There's on. This is actually a really easy one. All you need to do is just get these rotated towards where they're facing the right direction, and you're pretty much all good. One more. Okay, so we gotta put this up here. Oh, we gotta flip this around. Yeah, there's a lot of block flipping in this one. One, 2, and push. Oh, lovely. Okay, I see what we gotta do. Hang on. I got it upside down. Up, 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 up. Ah, great. Okay, we're kind of in an awkward spot here. Ugh. Whoop. I'll be taking that. Let's see, did I get that right? Nope, hang on. Okay, so you have like a weird... So you only have a certain amount of time to get the block in the hole before enemies spawn to make your day worse. And click. Voila, we are good to go. Alright, so now we can go ahead and head back. Abandoning our physical body here. We will pull some souls to get things underway. And push through. Suckers. Okay. So, now, all that's left to do is to go flip that switch in the other room, and then we can trigger the first gust of wind. Whoop. Whoop. Bang. Wow, we've already blown up 10. We've already blown up 10 of these things with the Soul Reaver. That is crazy. All right, so now we can pull down that. Whoop. And down we go. Click. And would you look at that, we are at an hour already. Where does the time go, I tell you? So, I'm not going to say for sure what the plan for next episode is, because we need to beat Zephon, and once we get the climbing ability, we're going to get the remaining health pickups for the Zephon layer, and as many pickups that require climbing as we can. So, basically, I ask you to bear with me over the next couple of episodes as we sort that out. But otherwise, basically, to get the perfect Kain trophy would require us to restart the game from scratch. So, we're not going to do that right now. Maybe at a later point. But as I said, most trophy cleanup will have to be done off screen, so... Whoa, 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 what was that? Mountain Dew? Yeah, Mountain Dew. Hang on. Ah, right, okay. So that is a Eldritch magic pickup that we cannot access because we need to learn to climb first. And also we need to be able to get to it. And up we go into the void. Ooh. And drop. So, let's see here. I believe there are some airflow puzzles too we need to do. Oops. Ah, it's not triggering all the way. What the heck? That's unfortunate. Let's see, where's that other bell? Maybe we can at least get this done today. It's not finishing all the way. What the heck? Oh boy. Oh yes, and there's that area up too. Lovely. Okay. I forgot how much of a mess this level was to do, much less complete. And seeing as the bell is currently not working, we can't break this glass. Unless I'm completely overthinking this and there's another bell over here that we forgot to hit. Ooh, okay. I know what I'm doing. Because that is a time-sensitive deal, and the only way to get to that door right now is a little shortcut, I think. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can get to it, so that's just great. That was a waste of time. Okay. By the way, don't spare these ones. They will attack you on sight. They are vampire people. I'll be taking your soul. You don't deserve it. Okay. Alrighty. The first airflow puzzle. Let's go. How many of you? I'll be taking that. Okay. So the first airflow puzzle, what's there really to be said? It's basically just that. But luckily, But luckily, if you've done this once, you've done it plenty of times, you should have no trouble doing it as long as you follow these instructions. This one requires a curved brick, which is right here, and you just gotta flip it up and up. No, that one's done. Okay, the next one requires 2 curved bricks. Done. And finally, this one's objectively very easy. How could Sharon Armoro defeat Ideon if Ideon was able to destroy and recreate the universe? This part of Gundam is kind of fanservice-y and nonsensical. Well, I really wouldn't know. That's more your area of expertise. But yeah, YouTube has been burying my streams, so I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this on YouTube or not, if they don't get off my back. Because they're kind of insufferable in that regard. They're such a pain. Nope, that is not working. Okay. And, wait, does this mean that? Nope. You have to be in the spectral to get to it. And since the bell isn't working, looks like the game's broken right now, so that's just lovely. Okay, now, where was I? Oh yes, the airflow. Maybe try streaming on your main for a bit. And use Restream to stream to cover multiple platforms at once. Yeah, that's what I've been considering too. I don't know if that's paid or not. I don't know if that's a paid option or or not. I'll be taking your soul now. That idiot. But at least he almost kept his soul. That's actually one of the ads for Soul Reaver. It's really... Those are pretty funny, but also pretty morbid. Yoink. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Ask Dandy, right? Ah, yeah. Oh, lovely. We're out of magic. The frog people. Well, they're meant to be more spider than frog, but I can see where you're coming from. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and let go, thank you, and a push, Tree people. Tree people. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the easy one. Yeah, I know, I mean, though, the other guy before the spider people. Well, they are basically, well, yeah, they're more or less just that. Okay, where am I? Okay, let's move that over here and get it out of the way. We'll rotate this in a minute. That one's good. Okay, do I hear any more? No? Good. We'll put that there. Oh, that's one way, okay. That means we'll put this right here and switch this one. That one's also one way, so what the hell? Oh, okay, so we need to flip this one around. So this one goes in here. Yep, I think once you hear the click, it's in. Alrighty. You'll never take me alive. Well, technically I'm dead, but who cares? Okay, so those are done. So all we gotta do now is somehow try to get over there. Yeah. Unfortunately, we may need to restart the game, because the bell's glitched. So, I think we're probably just gonna go ahead and call this a little earlier than the last one, just because, honestly, there's so much puzzle stuff in this that it's gonna take an entire episode just to get through that alone. So, thank you all for watching today's episode, and we'll see you tomorrow as we go through Zafon's lair proper. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Thank you for watching this episode of ConStorm Live, part of the ConStorm Entertainment Network.